Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up? Let me see. Am I live? Can y'all see me? Hey, y'all. What's up, squad? What's up? What's up? What's up? Come on in the room. Happy Friday. Wait, today is Saturday, Lord. I done lost a whole day. I done lost a whole day doing absolutely positively nothing. Hey, y'all. How y'all doing? Not hopefully she fact checking. You must don't know who I am. Google me, honey. Google me, honey. Okay. Not the people in here trying to throw shade. I wasn't the one coming on here telling y'all lies and stuff. I've been telling y'all the truth. Go to any video I've ever done. I have always told y'all the truth. Okay. So all y'all who been on all these other pages telling y'all the divorce is final and that ain't nothing going on and the dating settled and all that. Y'all have been hoodwinked and bamboozled, honey. Hoodwinked and bamboozled. Okay, everybody like she tried to tell you. She tried to tell you. Michelle had tried to tell you. I wasn't at her court date on Zoom. That wasn't me, honey. That was some other dumb blogger who was putting in Rule 22s. I did a video on that too. That was not me. Because first of all, me and Kandi know each other. If Kandi saw me on the Zoom, Kandi would have said she saw me on the Zoom. Okay. Trust and believe. It is not like that over here. The only Zoom court I went to was Kenya Moore, and that was just one. Anyway, come on in, like this video as y'all get in here. Y'all know the drill. Like and share, like and share. And as y'all get y'all snacks and settle down and all of the things, I will be back after this very, very brief introduction.
Get ready, because you about to be an ATLien.
That's not being a blogger.
More than a blogger.
That's not being a blogger. You are more than a blogger.
I am more than
That's not being a blogger.
all that is my son.
Okay, that shit is good.
I am more than a blogger.
The blog goddess, the blog goddess, the blog goddess, Michelle is here.
Yeah.
The blog goddess, the blog goddess, the blog goddess, Michelle is here.
Yeah.
Say all them is her son.
Yes.
All them
It's her son. Yes.
say all them
It's her son. Yes.
say all them is her son.
Like for real.
The blog goddess, 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 Michelle is here.
Yeah.
All them is her son.
Like for real.
Welcome, squad. Welcome to my Saturday Night Live. Hey, y'all. How y'all doing? Okay, I am ready for war in my, what is this, leopard? I don't know if this leopard, tiger. I don't know, but I'm ready to eat up the girls right now, okay? I am ready to eat up the girls right now. Shout out to Derek J for my hair. It's time to get it redone, but I appreciate Derek for the 26 inches, okay? Shout out to Nene Leakes for doing what she do, honey. She going around and doing things. We're gonna talk about her too. But we got a lot of topics tonight. You said it's a tiger, it's a zebra. Zebras is black and white. I'm a brown and white zebra. I got two black parents. I got two black parents, honey. One of them a little lighter than the other. Okay. I live for the drama. Listen. We are here tonight to separate facts from foolishness. Because that's what I do. I'm a blogger. Okay, I'm the blog goddess. Everything I say, I'm just letting y'all know the views and opinions now may be my own, but the views and opinions that I express normally come from facts, normally come from court documents, normally come from a person who I know on these Atlanta streets. I'm just Google me. Google straight from the A. Google Michelle ATLien Brown. Despite all the drama that any other blogger would want to get me involved in, despite the Junkie Dinevas and the TS Manhands and all them trying to drag me down, honey, I've been here, okay? And I ain't going nowhere. Anywho, like this video, please. Thank you. Like this video. Now, they normally call this the Nene News Network. I haven't necessarily been discussing Nene always, because I just be feeling like it's kind of overkill. Nene was back. Nene is gonna be on Ultimate Girls Trip. She made more than one appearance. She made like two or three at a couple of the events. And in addition to that, Nene is back in the fold. Now, a lot of people were like, "Oh my God, we saw Nene with a new short haircut, honey. She had on her gown, honey." Her purple lavender gown. She was at the Oscars. So I have some tea on that as well. But before I get into that, oh my eyes, go ahead and like this video, y'all. Like this video. Me and my girl Sandra Rose, she's a real blogger too. Not some of these fake bloggers that y'all be encountering that just be posting whatever. But Sandra Rose recently blogged about Nene being on Capitol Hill with a bunch of the girls. Okay, it was Nene, Phaedra, Melissa, Gorga, and a whole bunch of people. Now she appeared on Capitol Hill the day after, or was it 2 days after the Oscars? She went from LA to DC. Shout out to Linda. Thank you, friend. She went from LA to DC and she was looking good, honey. Nene was rocking these curves. Nene was making the people angry and upset. A lot of people was trying to drag her, talk about who is that? Who is that? That is Lanithia Monique Leakes, honey. That is who that is right there. Look at her curvaceous. She looking like an Oscar. Okay. She got her Marilyn Monroe wig on, honey. Listen, y'all can't tell her nothing. Everybody keep talking about, I wish she changed her color. And for what? And for what? That is her signature. All of the reality star girlies want a blonde wig now. Okay. Nene was the first to ever do it, like Soulja Boy. Did Soulja Boy wear a blonde wig? I don't think he did. But Nene was the first to rock her blonde wig, okay, outside of KKK Kim. KKK Kim had a blonde wig too, but she said she had cancer, but I'm digressing. But Nene was the first to do it. Now, since Nene, left, went on her own little ventures, everybody got a blonde wig. Quad got a blonde wig. Portia be having her blonde wig. Phaedra be having her blonde wig. Hell, Phaedra won't let her blonde wig go. Phaedra wore a blonde wig over here. And here you go. Hold on. According to Sandra Rose, okay, Real Housewives star Nene Leakes, Phaedra Parks, Erica Jane, and Melissa Gorga attended the Housewives on the Hill for HIV prevention on Capitol Hill in Washington, D.C. Now, before that, like I told you, she was at the Oscars, and she attended the Oscars with the man who took them to Capitol Hill. Okay, and look, this was the Oscars party that she was at. See, this tea that people won't be telling y'all, okay? The Oscar party that she was at was it was for the Elton John's AIDS Foundation. You can see it behind her. You see the craft group. You see all these people show part. You see all these people behind the Mister. And so she attended this event with the CEO of Mister. Now, the CEO of Mister is Tristan. See, I can't even pronounce Craft. Tristan Skew Craft is the CEO of Mister. He flew Nene, Phaedra, Melissa, Erica to Capitol Hill to attend the Housewives on the Hill for HIV prevention panel presented by Mister in Washington. There he is right there. And he was also who took Nene to the Oscar party. Okay, I guess Nene was the number one stunner. He was like, you go with me to the Oscars and then we go over here to the Capitol Hill. Okay. And apparently, what they're trying to do, Mister is the pharmaceutical company behind PrEP. And what they're trying to do is promote pre-exposure prophylaxis, which is PrEP for HIV prevention. They're trying to promote that towards Black women. Now, some of us, and be like, I don't like that. I don't like that. But, you got to give them an A for effort. So, because they say approximately 83% of new HIV cases are amongst Black women. But those Black women get them from men. Okay. I'm just saying the Black women get it from men now. It ain't the lesbians. I'm just letting y'all know it's not the lesbians. Now, Phaedra was pictured with Tristan right there. They go Phaedra with Tristan and Senator Raphael Warnock of Georgia. Okay. And there go Phaedra with her blonde wig. As I told you, everybody be wearing their blonde wig, and there go Nene with her blonde wig. That was a few days before. Okay. Nene said she wants to use her platform to ask questions. Okay. Nene said, I ain't on it. but I'm gonna ask questions about it. Okay. Then there was Cheryl Lee Ralph, honey. Cheryl Lee Ralph was there too, and she had helped raise funds and awareness for the fight for HIV and AIDS. So I'm like, they are, incorporate all these black women to get on board about this. Okay. I don't know it is what it is. Now, here is what Nene has said. Hold on. We got an interview from Nene Leakes. Y'all come on in and like this video, please and thank you. Like this video. Let me find it. It is right there. There is Nene on the Instagram. And here is what Nene had to say about the PrEP. One moment, please. Here is what Nene had to say about the PrEP. Can y'all hear that?
That when I was just standing over here talking to someone about, my story. And because I like to keep it real, I want to say the first time I ever really heard about HIV, like many people, I was a young girl and I heard Magic Johnson, being a Black woman. We heard him stand up and say that he had HIV. So that was the first time that it really actually hit me that this is something that's really real. And this happened many, many years ago. And then after that, crazy me, I thought that maybe there was some huge cure. I didn't hear about it for a really long time. And then Mr. reached out to me, the organization, and wanted me to start, help with pushing the medication PrEP. And then so I started re-educating myself about this all over again. Recently, I had a couple of girlfriends who date guys.
Girlfriends who date guys. She had to say that. Girlfriends who date guys. I know some people like she was talking about TS Madison. No, she was talking about Tamar. Y'all don't remember Tamar came out and said she was on PrEP. Okay, let's finish.
Say to me that I'm on PrEP and are you on PrEP? And I was like, PrEP? Like, why would I be on PrEP? Like, isn't PrEP for HIV? And
Nene keep it real, her. She was like, I don't need no PrEP, honey. I don't need no PrEP, but I will take this check.
And then they again started educating me. And one of my girlfriends was saying she's on PrEP because she's single and she's dating and you can never really trust what other people are doing. And so I thought this is a real eye opener. What is happening here? And so I know I am not on PrEP, but I understand what the medication does. I understand that the communities need it for prevention. And I understand. So really, these are my own personal stories. My girlfriend's talking to me about PrEP, Magic Johnson coming out years ago talking about it. I was married for so long. And so I don't know if I just became like an airhead to what's actually really happening around me. But the truth is, I never really thought that deep about it because I actually thought that it couldn't affect me until I became a single woman myself.
Uh-oh.
Now I understand. Many people think that HIV only touch.
Nene said she understand, but she ain't on it.
Maybe the gay community, but that's not necessarily true. I mean, it's so many straight people that come in contact with HIV. So it's really important for me to be here. I have a voice. I have a huge following, and it's important for me to help protect my community. So I'm here to do that. I hope that
she's here to do that. Okay, she's here to protect her community. Okay, you listen. Y'all didn't pay me enough to take the shot, but I'm here to talk about it. No shade to Nene. I'm just saying I feel a ways about it, and I have said that before. Why they not promoting it to men? Why they not promoting it to straight men? Why they not promoting it to all the men? Because at the end of the day, it's not the women that's spreading it. I'm just letting y'all know it's not the women that's spreading it. It ain't the women, it's the men. It is. The lesbians don't have this problem. Okay. So shout out to Nene Leakes and all the housewives who cut that check, who took that check. Okay, Nene Leakes, Melissa Gorga, Erica Jane, Phaedra Parks, honey. They doing it for their fan base, and I ain't mad at it. You said gay men is taking it. Gay men is taking it. I said the straight women. Here's the problem I'm having it all boils down to they try to put everything on the black woman's back. Stop putting it on our back when there is a cause and effect. It is the men that's giving it to the women. Okay, promote it to those men. But because we live in a patriarchal society, okay, they're gonna put it all on us. Well, you need to be taking it. You need to be more supportive of your man. You need to not even ask him if he DL or if he sleep with men. You need to be this. You need to be that. Why we gotta be sensitive to men who sleep with anything? That don't make no sense to me. They basically telling you black women that you don't need standards. Okay, you don't need morals and values. You don't need none of that, honey. Just do whatever they say do. Okay, you say it's on the DL men. It's on somebody. It's on somebody. I don't know, but it ain't on me. Okay. You said so people aren't using condoms anymore. That's what I mean. Sometimes they say the condoms don't be working, they be breaking and all kind of stuff be coming. You said, and the women take that check to push it and will and is and did. And that's why I said I can respect her for saying I'm not on it. Okay, I can respect her from not going on her platform and saying, hey, y'all, I'm on PrEP. You need to be on PrEP too. Like Tamar, I can respect her for saying that, because hell, Cardi B took a check from PrEP allegedly and went on her platform and told her people she was on it while she was pregnant. No, she was lying. Okay, I'm just saying it just pisses me off. Okay, it burns my biscuits, but a check is a check is a check. Okay, Tristan over there handing out checks and the girls is taking it. Let me see if Phaedra said anything on the red carpet. Let me see. For National PrEP Day. Okay, there go Phaedra right there. Hold on. Phaedra said something. Candace said. Everybody has said what Phaedra.
But good morning, members of Congress and everyone that came out. Thank you for engaging with us because this is a very important subject. And everybody knows I have many jobs and several careers, but my life was impacted when I was a younger attorney, because I'm very young now. But
y'all know the drill. Copyright disclaimer on Section 107 of the Copyright Act. Allowance is made for what? Fair use.
My lead attorney at my first law firm, he was diagnosed with HIV, and he was in his 30s.
Oh, who was it? Say name.
And at that time, it was such a stigma attached to it. There was not a lot of education, and there was definitely not a lot of treatment. And so by the time he turned 38, he had died from complications due to the disease. So it touched me in a way to know that this is a bright young man with a promising career and, well educated, plenty of money, but he could not get the help that he needed. And he was ashamed because he had the diagnosis. So that's what's made me very passionate about advocating for this issue. HIV continues to disproportionately affect the Black community. Black Americans represent 12% of the population.
Did she say Black women? I'm trying to see if they sold their morals and their values. I'm trying to see if Phaedra gonna say she on it.
However, 40% of the new HIV diagnosis. And when it comes to Black women, we represent nearly half of the HIV diagnosis among women in the United States. So it's definitely a problem for the brown girls. And so these disparities.
It's the stuttering and the stalling for me. Phaedra knows she wrong, but Phaedra like, I gotta get this check.
Continue because there's a lack of knowledge, access to prevention, testing, and treatment. So
can I'm just hate to interrupt you, but can you just double underline that access issue? Yeah. Because
they said go back and talk about that again, Phaedra. Talk about the Black people, the Black women again, Phaedra. You kind of skipped over that. You need to emphasize that. That's what we paying you for.
Access is one of the things we're talking about here today, and how that is still driving.
Definitely. Access to education and treatment is definitely power when it comes to this disease. And I'm so thankful for people like Tristan and Mr. because they're advocating every
there you go. I'm so thankful for Tristan because he cut this check
day to hopefully eradicate this disease. Because when communities have access to prevention and care, HIV is manageable, but also preventable. Because PrEP, if you take it once a day, or there's another way to take it twice a year, injectables, it's almost 99% preventable. So thank you, Tristan, for the work you're doing for the community. But good morning.
Thank you, Tristan, for this check. Thank you, Tristan, for this check. I don't care what the Caucasian girls got to say. I'm looking at the black women with the side eye. Hold on.
Good morning, everyone. It's an honor. It's a pleasure to be here on behalf of Mr. Thank you, Tristan, for
I bet they're not saying the Caucasian women need to take it.
having all of us. Good morning to members of Congress, to everyone here. And on behalf of all people who are affected by HIV and AIDS, because it does affect everyone.
See, they making a point to say women's. Okay, they paid them to say that. You know, they sat around in the hotel the night before trying to get their speech together. That's why they got these little cards.
Before my career in entertainment, I actually worked in the White House Offices of Public Engagement and Intergovernmental Affairs. And
I say just give a round of applause at that. She's a public servant. Great.
Yes, go down there, resume.
Thank you. And part of my job was to liaise between the White House and communities. And so I got to see sort of firsthand the effect that federal policy could have on those communities and the outcomes that could come out of that work on those communities, and particularly marginalized communities. And just, you know, what Phaedra said about this disease, HIV and AIDS, and how it disproportionately affects so many, particularly Black people. We make up, as you said, 12% of the population, and we are 40% of those affected by HIV and AIDS. Let that sink in. Let the walls hear that. And so it's so important that we have these conversations, not just in forums like this, but around your kitchen tables, in your group chats, on the street, wherever you are. We need to be talking about what we can be doing as communities and as individuals to combat HIV and AIDS, and as I wanted to say this, and be faithfuls and not traitors to the fight. Yes. So the good news is that the science to end HIV already exists. It has been out there. It is no longer a disease that can only be cured by those with money. I have family and friends who are regular everyday people who are taking their medication, and they are living healthy, normal lives. So it is possible. PrEP is more than 99% effective at preventing HIV when it's taken as prescribed. That's really important. And people who live with HIV, some of whom, like I said, are my family and friends, who remain on their treatment, cannot transmit the virus. Okay? We're gone are the days where, you know, I'm afraid to touch you. That doesn't exist. You can't transmit HIV by touching someone. Love on your people. Love on your people. HIV today is highly treatable and manageable when people have consistent access to care. And the challenge, again, is not the science. The challenge is making sure that everyone has the access. Everyone.
Okay, everyone, y'all, whatever. I'm not doing it. Okay, I'm just not. Okay, the smart thing to do is to be very careful about who you share your cootie cat with. Okay, to be practice safe sex, to always discuss things with your partner. Hell, go to testing together. I mean, dude, there's so many other things you got to do before you take a pill. Okay, because at the end of the day, they basically telling y'all fuck anything. Okay, y'all need to take this shot so y'all can continue fucking anything. No, we don't fuck anything. That ain't how we do around here. Because we the most righteous Christian women out there is the Black woman. Now y'all telling us we got to go take shots. We ain't got to go take no damn shots. Y'all better keep that. But I will take this check. And then he say, bling, bling, bling. I will take this watch. Okay. So salute to them for, going to Capitol Hill and reading off their paperwork, child, but it wouldn't be me. Also, I was just saying that, Nene was Tristan's date at the Elton John party. There she is right there. There they are right there at the Elton John Oscars viewing party. Okay, Nene Leakes and Tristan. So Tristan, a big Housewives fan, clearly. Tristan said, listen, I am the CEO of this operation. I got a big budget, okay, and I need y'all to come with me to the damn White House and to Capitol Hill and to talk about this, okay? And hopefully y'all fans will take the shot and we will make even more money that I can pay y'all some more money next year to go to Capitol Hill. So that's what I see. In anyway, it just I ain't on board with it. Okay, but salute to all of them for taking a check. Okay, looking like Coco Barbie. She looked amazing, honey. I hope he paid glam. He paid for glam. He probably paid for her dress. He paid for her flight. He paid for her amenities. Okay, just go ahead and get the check. Yeah, white men always rely on black women. White men rely on black women, the black men rely on white women, the white women rely on black women, everybody relies on black women. But then when we start expressing ourselves and speaking how we feel about things or our opinion, then we get beaten and saying, not beaten physically, but we get beaten down and people say that your opinion does not matter. You're a Christian and you're this, you're that. I don't understand. Why do you feel that way? You're homophobic, you're transphobic. It's no way that you can be pro-black woman and not be homophobic and transphobic. I'm sick and tired of it. I'm sick and tired of it. And speaking of being sick and tired of it, let's talk about EJ Johnson. Let's talk about EJ Johnson. Because EJ Johnson has started it, okay? And the people acting like we not supposed to talk about EJ Johnson. The people keep saying that EJ Johnson, and him being on the Carlos King show. Hold on, where is it? EJ Johnson said he don't date straight. He don't date straight men. That's what he said. He also said that he looked better in his clothes than any woman ever could. That's what he said. And I saw it with my own eyes. Hold on, let me try to find it. Like this video as y'all get in here. Like this video. So EJ Johnson did an interview with Carlos King. Carlos King doing all the interviews with all the people. And EJ Johnson says, he only dates straight men. He's, basically telling y'all, everybody gay, everybody this. So now all the gays, all the straights, all the women's and all the men's basically telling EJ Johnson he is crazy. Now the thing is, this is the same conversation we had with TS Madison. It is. Hold on. I'm trying to pull up the interview. It's the same conversation we had with T.S. Madison when he was on the Nene Leakes show. Hold on, I'm about to play the EJ Johnson situation. It says, I gotta go to Carlos King page. Hold on. EJ Johnson says, is this it? EJ interview with Carlos King where they open up about growing up in the spotlight, self-identity. I don't know if this is it, but we about to watch it. Y'all know the drill. Copyright disclaimer. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act, allowance is made for what? Fair use, fair use, fair use. So this is a clip from Carlos King's page. Let's see what it say.
We're not doing man, we're not doing gay. It was very freeing when you're telling people about who you are telling them. I'm not looking for acceptance. I'm not looking for your validation. I am telling you what's going down.
Give it up for the iconic EJ Johnson.
Even when I was a kid and they were like, well, you can't wear skirts. And I was like, well, why not? My inner being was like, there's nothing wrong with this, especially if I look cuter than any girl does. Like, what's the problem?
Did you have...
Not Carlos gave him the clock that. Not Carlos gave him the clock that. Carlos is in on it too, honey. Carlos said, clock that. You look better than any girl, honey, in this skirt.
Aspirations to be in the spotlight?
When I used to watch like the Real Housewives, like I remember like, I think Beverly Hills like came out like while I was in college watching it. And after it ended, I looked at him and I was like, bitch, I can do that.
When you did Rich Kids of Beverly Hills, did you feel like, okay, this is my time?
Remember, this was way before the brand deals. Like my managers and agents at the time, it was very much like whatever sticks works. whatever box they put you in, that's who you're going to be.
And then you had your spinoff, EJ in the City.
Like, we were definitely ahead of our time. Like, we were talking about being gender fluid and non-binary before that was even like a term.
One of the biggest storylines on your spinoff was, you and your sister liking the same guy.
I don't attract gay men, and I'm not attracted to gay men. Like, it's just not a thing.
Has it always been what some people consider the straight guy always being the one that would approach you?
Yeah, or has been intimate and dating, women for most of
What he's saying that the men that approach him date women. That's what he's saying. He
their
okay
life,
with
or like up until then, for sure.
Are you dating now?
Being much more strategic about it, and it's like, if we're not actually going to enter into a relationship, then, and I think that's where you have to put the boundaries up with the so-called straight guys, because they'll just try to like put you off to the side or like keep you in the dark, and like, I'm not living in the shadows anymore.
Have you ever dated somebody that was DL?
Sure.
Have you ever dated like a celebrity?
I've never dated a celebrity, I don't think.
Oh God.
Rappers. Now you are EJ Johnson, so do they have to have a coin?
Well, I'm not taking care of anyone. Like, I'm not sure.
Oh God.
The girls, you don't marry to take care of him. Like, he's married to take care of you.
Oh God. Now he's married to take care of you. Who gonna take care of you, EJ? Who you gonna take care of, EJ? I don't understand. It is what it is. All the people on TikTok and everywhere been saying that EJ is delusional. Honey, even the gay men have been saying that EJ is delusional. They keep talking about it. They don't understand how he can say that he only dates straight men, because any man that dates you is not straight. Okay. The people are like dragging him, talking about he got a Halle Berry wig on and just been, and I don't understand, because my thing is, this is the same thing we've been telling y'all about TS Madison. This is the exact same thing we've been saying about TS Madman Madison. Now, don't even get to see. Hold on. I'm gonna go backwards. Hold on. I'm going backwards. Hold on. Y'all remember this right here? Hold on. Y'all remember this? We about to play it. Can I play it?
You know gay men?
Well, I don't date gay men.
Well, okay. Well, I when you guys be saying that, that's weird.
Why?
Because what do you mean you don't date gay men? Because if he is sleeping with you and sleeping with a woman, he's something.
Well, he's not gay.
What is he?
He's definitely not gay.
He's bi?
Listen, because if a man come in here and he looks at me and you,
yeah, what is he?
Well, he likes women.
Yeah, because
T.S. Madman he is not who he think he is. He is, when he look in the mirror, he sees something totally different than what we see.
He doesn't know.
Well, and if he does know, he likes women.
Okay.
Now,
so, but what is he?
Well, that would possibly, it's a possibility.
He's bisexual?
He could be bi, or he could be pan.
Okay, what was pan? I forgot. That means you be whatever you like,
Hearts,
pan.
not hearts.
Right. So whatever you see, you like, whatever I'm on, that's what I'm on today.
Yeah.
Okay, guys.
You know, a lot of men are in.
Yeah. So does pansexual mean you just sleeping with everybody? Is that what pansexual mean? Y'all tell me in the chat, because it's like gay, straight, lesbian, gay, trans, bisexual, pansexual, intersexual, xylosexual. What's the pan? Y'all let me know in the chat.
A lot of men are in. Yeah. A lot of men are paying, but they don't say anything. Like,
I don't want to run into them. I don't want to date him.
Nene, if you've dated,
I need you to like
Nene. If you've
Hello
dated,
Kitty all the time.
If you've dated men,
yes.
If you've dated men, there's a possibility in your life that
he's been with a man.
This sounds like grooming to me. Okay, you got Carlos over there with EJ trying to groom the girls. Okay, because y'all know they biggest, listen, we just got through saying they biggest supporters are black women. We just got through saying they taking black women up the Capitol Hill to say black women need to be on prep, because all these men who are sleeping with men and DL and trans are sleeping with you too. They're trying to brainwash black women into thinking that all men do is fuck everybody, and I don't like it.
Something.
What do you mean even with something?
He's been outside. I mean, here's the thing. I know that.
And how is it that these men in wigs can speak for straight men? How are you speaking for straight men? You don't even know no straight men.
I know that women consider trans women men because we were born male, but there's a difference between being man and male.
I get it.
What's the difference? What's the difference? If you were anyway.
But you have your part.
That's correct.
So he can love you and think you're so beautiful, and I want to sit with you.
There are men who deal with me that won't touch my parts. Anytime you see,
but does he know it's
that sounds like a secret to me? You're my little secret. I'm disgusted by your body parts. What does that mean? There's men that sleep with me that won't touch my parts. Oh my God, I feel so sad for you.
there?
Yeah, he knows it's there. I'm not hiding it.
Oh, you're not?
No.
I mean, that
Because,
wouldn't,
listen,
that wouldn't make any sense.
Well, I've had gentlemen to tell me. Well, I've had gentlemen to tell me, "Hey, put a pillow over that," and I'm like, "Well, you're not the nigga for me. You don't have to. You don't have to touch it and deal with it."
How y'all make it to the bedroom, honey, and he didn't know you had a ding dong?
But I'm not hiding shit from you.
So, okay, wait a minute. We gotta go back and figure this out.
Yeah.
So the man.
Now we talking.
Yeah. So the man gonna be sleeping with me and you. I don't want to talk to him no more.
You don't.
No.
Because
see, he's not telling me the truth.
Well,
9 times out of
what truth
10,
does he need to
like,
tell
what
you,
the-
Nene? Tell
well, the guy seemed like he would come and tell me that he's bisexual. So what if he never told me? Isn't he lying to me? You said they wake up and lie.
They do.
So he woke up and lied.
But how is it? How can
No,
we make-
it's not why women need to get on PrEP. It's absolutely not why women need to get on PrEP. It's why men need to get on PrEP. It's why the men that you call is straight need to get on PrEP. It's why all the men that sleeping with the transgenders, they need to get on PrEP. The women ain't got to get on PrEP. What is you talking about? So basically, you saying that women need to get on PrEP so that they can keep they DL men DL. Is that what y'all saying? That they can keep they lying ass men lying. So you need to be on PrEP. Hell fucking no. We don't need to be on no damn PrEP.
Men comfortable to even say that they find other things outside.
I don't know, but I feel like he should
societal-
tell me what he likes.
But here's the thing: you might demonize him for telling.
I won't. I just probably won't be with him.
Yeah, that
And
is
there
true.
it go. There it is. There it is. Okay. And I just wanted to get to that part right there. You know, people, this is how this right here is how they be grooming black women. Y'all demonize men for what they like in the bedroom. Hell fucking yeah. Hell fucking yeah. Why we can't demonize them? That means they don't like what I like. You demonize, get the fuck on. Like, what the hell are they trying to say? That you need to be sensitive to these men's feelings, okay? So they won't have to hide from you. You need to be sensitive. You need to take care because they may be bi and you may hurt their feelings. Absolutely not. That's centering men. That's the same thing they always say. Don't center men. Y'all center men too much. We ain't centering men. We centering ourselves. We are absolutely positively centering ourselves. So if you come to me and you tell me that you've had experiences with men before, it's up to me to say, I don't want to be with you. Okay. I don't have to tiptoe around it. That's not something that I'm looking for. Congratulations to you on your journey. Okay. Some women out there might like you, but that ain't my thing. Okay. So it's interesting that they try to like push this narrative of, you know, it's the women that make men secretive. It's the women that make men deal. It ain't our fault. It's the men's fault. Okay. But because it's all men anyway, and I know y'all hate me for this, but because it's all men anyway, it's gay men, it's trans men, it's the DL men, it's the straight men, it's all men. It's like they gang up on us and we just got to do what they say do. It's horrible. Anyway, I just wanted to bring that to your attention because I'm like, why is the people acting like this? We ain't had this conversation for. I'm tired of having this conversation. The same conversation y'all having about EJ. Oh, whoever sleeping with him is definitely gay. It's the same thing we said when TS Madison said that. So what is the problem? Why is it that everybody was acting like we struck a nerve when we said that about TS Madison, but now y'all saying the exact same thing about EJ? Tit for tat. I'm just saying his pronouns are she and they, aren't they? I guess that's what he said. So she said. So I mean, yeah. Anywho, you said drop the link so I can speak on it. What you want to say about it? Oh my God. I don't know if I want to take no call right this very second because we got some more things we gotta get to. We gotta get the Kandi and them. You said what straight man checking for EJ? Honey, what straight man checking for TS? What are y'all kidding me? They both delusional. I'm just saying, y'all be acting like y'all afraid of the truth, okay? Just because he got some titties down to his knees and a big ass diaper booty does not make him a woman. Just because he put on a lace front wig and the makeup on does not make him a woman. Now, people will then go on to say, "Well, Michelle, that makes you transphobic." No, that makes me TS phobic. Okay, I'm scared of that nigga right there. Okay, any other transgender, y'all, I'll call y'all she, her, them, they, whatever y'all want me to call y'all. But that nigga right there. No, 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 honey. This is all about TS man hands, honey. I'm just saying, don't get offended. We ain't talking about you. We talking about him. Anywho, like this video, please, and thank you. Like this video. I'll put the link up in a minute, friend. I just want to get through these topics, and y'all can pick whatever topics y'all want to talk about, because y'all know it's been a minute since I've been here, so I wanted to like kind of tiptoe in. Okay. What else were we talking about? Okay, so we talked about EJ and TS. Ooh. See, this was a quick hit. I kind of wanted to touch on the Afroman situation and the freedom of speech, because y'all know I have been talking about the DL Whisperer and TS Madison. And the reason that started was because the DL Whisperer told TS the same thing I just told you. Any man that's sleeping with you is not straight. And TS got mad and started harassing that boy. And then here we are today, and they got the man still locked up. So Afroman, if you ever heard of him, he's the rapper that's saying, because I got high, because I got high, because I got high. Oh, because I got high. Anyway, while he was out of town, some sheriffs or whatever raided his house for drugs or something. And then they turned around and said it was the wrong house, and the informant got the information wrong, and they refused to reimburse him for all the damages he did. Well, he said, fuck y'all, I'm gonna get my money back. And what he did was create a music. He used his talent and his social media to get back at the police. He created several songs. He had he had security cam footage of them going through his house. He saw them looking through his refrigerator and cakes and everything. And so he basically was calling them greedy, calling them stupid, just calling them all kind of names. And it was amazing. Okay. We lived for it. It got millions of views over on TikTok and on YouTube. So I implore you to definitely deep dive into the Afroman legal situation. What stemmed from all of his songs was they all got together and decided to sue him for defamation. For defamation. And so when they sued him for defamation, it was like, it was so good. If you go watch some of the clips was making them look so stupid. Well, did you eat pound cake? Well, did your wife sleep with him? Or it was just amazing. But anyway, it was a win for freedom of speech, because he decided to use his platform to speak out on it. Now, I say that to say the DL Whisperer need a lawyer. Okay, he probably need Afroman's lawyer. Afroman, if you out there, y'all go look into Naquan Palmer. He needs you, because his freedom of speech was violated because TS Manhands tried to stop him from talking. Okay, TS Manhands tried to stop him from exposing him for allegedly stealing all that money at his store. I froze, honey, in the middle of my speech. I'm still here. Let me reboot. Where was I? Hold on. Where was I? Talk amongst yourselves for a minute. I'm gonna give y'all a minute, and I'm gonna be back in rant mode. Okay, I will be back in 1 minute. I'm back. Sorry, I don't know what's going on. Every time I'm gone for days, honey, my computer be doing uploads and all kind of stuff. But anyway, I'm back. What was I saying? Oh, the DL Whisperer. Okay. So, TS Manhands is online telling y'all one side of the story. He feeding the media one side of the story. He won't tell the media all the things that he and all of his friends were doing to the DL Whisperer after the DL Whisperer exposed him. He won't tell y'all all the things that he was doing, like pulling that man's credit report. He won't tell all the things he was doing, like calling that man's job. Now, you may be new here. Okay, but if you are not new here, you will remember I had to get a restraining order on TS Manhands. Okay, y'all remember that? We went to court, okay, and the TS went in there crying, acting like the trans the trans, we are targeted, okay, like we was targeting him or something when he was the main person that put my phone number online. He was the main person that put my address out there. He was the main person that was upset with me for exposing the fact that he was stealing the trademark from Kaya. Okay, so every single time somebody reports on TS Madison and he doesn't like it, he then proceeds to bully, harass, use his platform and his following to bully and harass them. Ever since then, he been calling me a gorilla. Nobody calls him out about being anti-black though. No. Nobody calls him out about being anti-black. He been calling me Gary Coleman. Nobody been talking to him about misgendering me. I'm a woman, okay? You may not like me, but I'm a girl, okay? Nobody calls him out on his bullshit, okay? He does not be held accountable for nothing that he does. Now, all of a sudden, he's a victim, and they was talking about his mama, but he sit on his platform all the time and talk about my mama, okay? He talked about my mama when my mama was in the hospital. But no, that was okay. He talked about Tasha K's mama, talked about Tasha K's mama as a crackhead. But no, that's okay. Okay. But I'm just saying, it's very interesting to see that he has now compiled all of this stuff against this man and is trying to use this man as an example. And I do not like it whatsoever. I feel like it's a violation of his free speech. I feel like just because he went live and was ranting and saying, I want you dead. Hell, Cardi B got a whole song said, I want all these bitches dead. Okay. He might want all these bitches dead. TS Madison has said he wanted me dead before. So don't even sit here and act like TS Madison is not playing a victim, because he is. Okay, I didn't mean to go on this rant, but I am, because he does that. And then most recently, somebody told me he did it to Storm Monroe. I don't even like Storm Monroe. Okay, I don't even see it for him. But apparently, Storm Monroe reported on the DL Whisperer, who actually had been on his platform before in the past. And he was reading things in the comments saying that TS Manhands had doxed the DL Whisperer. And apparently TS Manhands got mad and then proceeded to text Storm Monroe 20 times, harassing him in the middle of the night. And then Storm went live dragging him. So it's like, y'all don't see a pattern. That's exactly what he did to the DL Whisperer. He didn't like what he said about the Nene Leakes situation, and he went in on him. The DL Whisperer was clapping back. Same thing he did to me. He was going in on me. But of course, I'm a clap back. So, he's been doing all of these things. You saying I should go to court with the DL Whisperer? I'm not going to court with nobody, because it's not my thing to go to court. Okay, I don't even like Zoom court. I'm just letting you know I don't like court. I don't. But as far as these two people, I told y'all it was two men. I always said let these niggas fight. I did. Okay, but it is what it is. TS Manhands can sit on his platform all day long. He could drag women. He could talk about women's vaginas. He can call people fish. Okay. He say you stank like fish, but he want to be fish. Okay. He can talk about people's mothers, but you can't talk about his mother. It's like, what the hell is going on? Why is it that he's so protective? Is it because he put on a wig? What is it? I don't understand. So, I just, thought I'd bring up, when I talk about freedom of speech, when I say, I did a TikTok and I was saying I draw the line at freedom of speech. I may not like what you have to say about me, but I'm not going to stop you from saying it. Okay. Some of the things that, y'all was talking about, the boy drove by the house, the boy did this, the TS drove by my house. What you saying? They talked about my house all on their show. One of his people, Oliver, somewhere, was telling people where I lived on his show. So it's like, I don't forget none of the things that he he's done to me. Okay, I don't forget the things that he has said about me, but apparently the people do. If you type in Magilla, Gorilla, and TS Madison right now, I'll pop up a picture of me, a pop up looking like a man or something. So I mean, he has basically done some horrendous things to a lot of women. Okay, but when this man claps back at him, all of a sudden he's an innocent victim, and I don't like it. But you know, again, it's gay on gay crime. Okay, it's the trans versus the DL whisperer because he was team woman. Okay, it's interesting to see though. It's really interesting to see the same way they was talking about Dominique Morgan, which is TS Madison's business partner in the starter house, allegedly stole money from another a transgender organization and has to go for sentencing in April. Okay, so at the end of the day, you know, look, they stealing from y'all community. We just talking about it. We just talking about it, and then the people be like, "Well, you don't need to be talking about the gay stuff. The gays talk about our stuff." The gays sit there all day long and critique the housewives, honey. They critique ball gowns. They be critiquing reunion looks. They be critiquing relationships. They be critiquing fertilization and infertility problems. They be critiquing it all, and none of it has anything to do with them. So I'm going to talk about the gays all day long. Anywho. That wasn't even intended to be in there, but I thought I'd throw that in there. Moving on. Oh. And then somebody said that Carlos actually did a panel with Junkie Dineva, Blue somebody, Justin somebody, and Carlos, and they was all talking about how black women feel. And apparently it wasn't no black women on the panel, because no black straight women, because apparently the blue person is pan, Junkie is gay, Justin is gay, Carlos is gay. So it was a panel of gay people discussing how women should feel. Hold on, let me try to find it. You know, I live for this. Hold on. Shout out to Carlos, honey. Shout out to Carlos being messy. He worse than Andy Cohen making money off of these black women and stuff, honey, and then be acting like he don't know what they talking about. Hold on, here it is right here. Y'all know the drill. Copyright disclaimer in section 107 of the Copyright Act. Allowances made for what? Fair use. So they had Carlos, they had Justin, they had Blue. She used to be on Hollywood Unlocked, I think, and they had Junkie Dineva. Now, apparently, they said she ate with her response, but then she issued a disclaimer. And her disclaimer was, even though she know why black women feel that way, she ain't on board because, you know, she in the community. Hold on, we're going to listen.
On the disconnect between black women and trans women. Talk to us about that. School us a little bit.
Yeah, and
now how? Anyway,
this is so interesting. I feel like the gay anthropologist here. But here's the thing: I want my community to love on each other, and so we have to call a thing by its name before we can.
We all do. Yes, I agree with
call
that.
the thing by its name. A large part of this, and this is something that a lot of women, they don't have the language to say, but when I say to them, they're like, "Oh snap, you're right." Black women are at the very, very bottom of the proverbial food chain. Right? Mm-hmm. Black men, depending on the metrics, are sometimes next to us or way above us. Mm-hmm. When it is based on gender, they're right next to white men. They're second place. Mm-hmm. When it's based on race, they
speaking as someone who's in the community. Hold on.
Come back down to us, and white women take second place. So black men and white women, they switch places taking second. Mm-hmm. We never get to be second. We're always last. We never get to move up and down based on gender or money. We're always last. Then you create the space where when the black men are next to the white women tapping in, is it gender? My turn. Is it race? Your turn. Second place. They then start to bond over.
It's the fake intellectualism for me. Like, it really is. It's like people say a lot of words and y'all think they smart, but she ain't eating. I'm gonna play her response next. Hold on.
They're disdain for the black women who are catching up through education, even though they're still in last place. How that whole get next to us, right? Mm-hmm. Then you create this thing that happens where a lot of black men now try to look for as a status symbol. Well, if I want to beat this white man, the thing I can do is take his bitch. So a lot of black men have started to exalted white women with our body parts as our replacement, because I get to have the look and feel of a black woman, but I get to spite the white man that I'm subconsciously still arguing with for first place, right? Mm-hmm. So now there's this interesting dance of
This sounds like some hotep shit. Hold on, we gonna finish. Cause it ate a little bit, but she got a disclaimer. Wait, I want y'all to hear the disclaimer after she say what she said. Hold on.
Everybody's dancing around second and first. We still in last place. So now we have to share space now.
She's saying we, but she paying. She ain't no straight black woman. She's saying we, but she's a member of the LGBTQ community. So I want to hear from somebody who's not a part of the LGBTQ explaining this, because she don't count.
Now sometimes conditionally with white presenting black women who, because of racial identity being ambiguous, have the curly hair. And
so they didn't threw colorist Claudia in there, okay? The black presenting white woman,
the white phenotypes, but because they're 3% white, like Mary from Sinners, we gotta call her a black woman, even though she ain't done none of the shit that we've had to go through, right? So black women are already tired from the word black woman being diluted with whiteness.
We so tired of being diluted. Oh, we so tired. We need the unambiguous black women to speak up.
It's because of white supremacy. And then you add a trans girl who had the privilege of being a man in society's eyes before she made peace with being trans. And in our minds, subconsciously, we're thinking everybody gets to run up and down but us. And there's a fatigue there that makes it hard to be hospitable, because you're saying you're a woman, but you got to be a nigga for about 27 years first. I didn't even get that. And I'm already sharing space with the white bitch because she got a curl pattern, right? Like, I'm tired.
God.
When do y'all just get to admit that this thing, this cis het black woman thing?
It sounds like pandering to me. It sounds like they all met and said, this is what we gonna do. We about to eat it up. We about to eat up the internet.
This racially unambiguous black woman thing, only I have truly experienced it like this.
All right, Ranger.
Okay, now hold on. This is her disclaimer, because apparently people were saying that, comparing her to, they was like, that's what Jess had said. Why you mad? Why the people mad? That's what Jess had said. So she came and she did a disclaimer.
So I wake up this morning, get my day started, and I realize that Carlos King's team has just released this really amazing clip of a conversation that happened between me and Dustin Ross and Funky Geneva, moderated by Carlos, about the E.J. Johnson interview that he did that went viral recently, and just in general what it's like to date in the queer space, right? What is it like to date as an LGBTQ plus person? Now, in this clip, Funky Geneva asked me, why do you think Black women often have feelings of disdain for trans girls, right? And I explained to Funky Geneva and the panel that I have noticed as a trans advocate, pause, you hear that? I am a trans advocate. As someone who is an ally to the trans community, I have experienced myself that Black women are among some of the hardest people to convince to let go of internalized transphobia. And I
see, there she go with that transphobia stuff. I told you the disclaimer was coming.
Explain to the panel why I believe that is.
Break down the disconnect between Black women.
We heard all that. I wish I could fast forward this. I don't want to fast forward it, but I'll play it again.
And trans women. Talk to us about that. School us a little bit.
Yeah, and this is so interesting. I feel like
she said she's paying.
Just here, but here's the thing: I want my community to love on each other, and so we have to call the thing by its name.
We all do, yes. I agree with
call the
that.
thing by its name. A large part of this, and this is something that a lot of women, they don't have the language to say, but when I say something, they're like, "Oh snap, you're right." Black women are at the very, very bottom of the proverbial food chain, right? Mm-hmm. Black men, depending on the metrics, are sometimes next to us or way above us. Mm-hmm. When it is based on gender, they're right next to white men. They're second place. Mm-hmm. When it's based on race, they come back down to us and white women take second place. So Black men and white women, they switch places taking second. Mm-hmm. We never get to be second. We're always last. We never get to move up and down based on gender or money. We're always last. Then you create the space where when the Black men are next to the white women tapping in, is it gender? My turn. Is it race? Your turn. Second place. They then start to bond over their disdain for the Black women who are catching up through education, even though they're still in last place. How'd that hoe get next to us, right? Mm-hmm. Then you create this thing that happens where a lot of Black men now try to look for as a status symbol. Well, if I want to beat this white man, the thing I can do is take his bitch. So a lot of Black men have started to exalt white women with our body parts as our replacement, because I get to have the look and feel of a Black woman, but I get to spite the white man that I'm subconsciously still arguing with for first place, right? So now there's this interesting dance of everybody's dancing around second and first. We still in last place. So now we have to share space now, sometimes conditionally, with white presenting Black women who, because of racial identity being ambiguous, have the curly hair and the white phenotypes, but because they're 3% white like Mary from Sinners, we gotta call her a Black woman, even though she ain't done none of the shit that we've had to go through, right? So Black women are already tired from the word Black woman being diluted with whiteness because of white supremacy. And then you add a trans girl who had the privilege of being a man in society's eyes before she made peace with being trans. And it,
why they gotta put the trans people in there like we fighting with them? We is not fighting with the trans people. We just don't like TS man hands. Didn't nobody say nothing about no trans people. We don't like you. I'm trying to figure out where did this beef with Black women and trans people come from? Because we ain't got it.
in our mind, subconsciously, we're thinking everybody gets to run up and down but us. And there's a fatigue there that makes it hard to be hospitable because you're saying you're a woman, but you got to be a nigga for about 27 years first. I didn't even get that. And I'm already sharing space with the white bitch because she got a curl pattern, right? Like, I'm tired. When do y'all just get to admit that this thing, this cis het Black woman thing, this racially unambiguous Black woman thing?
There you go, that cis het, cis, whatever, girl.
Only I have truly experienced it like this.
Go ahead. What's your explanation?
Now, here's the thing, though. I have been an emotional
Let's
intelligence
explain
coach for almost 20 years now. It is my job as a coach to understand the pain that informs people's decisions and their fear-based reactions. Just because I eloquently explained why Black women find themselves being transphobic does not mean I agree with it.
Oh, girl.
Just because I can understand how you got there does not mean I condone it. And so when
Did nobody who is transphobic and where is y'all getting this from? This is what I'm talking about. Nobody is transphobic. We just don't like TS man hands. Ain't nobody out there fighting with the transgenders. Where can y'all point to me anybody else who is over there arguing with the transgenders? Because I ain't seen it online. I don't even see none of that.
I went in the comments and people were saying things like, oh, this is exactly what Just With The Mess was trying to say. No, it's not. Respectfully to Just With The Mess, what I just did masterfully in that clip is not what Just With The Mess was trying to explain. Just With The Mess was being disrespectful to trans girls. She was flattening their experience and being demeaning and dehumanizing them. That is not what I did. And I take great offense to being compared to someone who did not take the care that I took and who centered herself in something that is not about her. So to any Black woman who felt seen watching that clip, sis, I am happy that you know that I understand why you're hurting and where it comes from. However,
sis, I
please
see you.
watch the entire video where after I explain where your pain comes from, I then advocate for you to push past it so you can be a true ally and stop using your...
Well, I ain't gotta be an ally to shit. Who's gonna be an ally to me? I'm taking this real personally. It ain't got shit to do with me. But who's gonna be an ally to us, Black women? Why is you talking about to be a true ally? This is what you need to do. We do not have to be allies. What? We can support on the sidelines. We the hell everybody on our backs. It's time for us to sit down. We said that after the election. They had the Hispanics and the white women and everybody vote for Trump. The Black women, it's not up to us no more. It ain't on us, okay? So why is it that they got everybody pandering, everybody tap dancing, everybody going to Capitol Hill to talk about prep, everybody talk about who don't like Black women, the Black women sleeping with DL, like everybody, and then we got a Black woman who's look Black and unambiguously Black, and then she a member of the LGBTQ, so she ain't even speaking for us. So I don't know, I'm out of it. Anyway, moving on. Like this video. I lasted a long time, child. I've been on for an hour. I ain't even got to the main topic. Okay. Next up on the agenda, y'all know the internet is full of fakes and frauds. Okay. Where is Fedra? Okay. It's a lot of faking and frauding on the internet. I've been telling y'all for like months, maybe even a year now. Okay. the damn Real Housewives of Atlanta got a fan page on Facebook with hundreds of thousands of people over there, and they post something every day that's poppycock, that's bullshit, and that people run with, and then the blog start running with it, and then Gary with the T go talk about it on the Ricky Smiley Morning Show, and then the people take it out the Ricky Smiley Morning Show and put it on the TikTok, and then the TikTok start running with it. So lately, there's been two things that they've been running with. Okay, the first are these AI images of Marlo and Tyler Perry. So, like about 2 weeks ago, Marlo and Tyler and a couple of other people and Catherine Bruton. It was Catherine Bruton's birthday. She had a gospel brunch at Seesaw. Shout out to Warren Farmer, my friend over there, one of the owners. And it was a whole bunch of people was there. Jason Lee, the dude that, the snake dude was there. Tyler Perry was there. Who else was there? Freddie had told me he had invited a bunch of people that didn't show up, but at least Marlo Hampton came because her and Catherine Bruton are real good friends. I used to think they shared clothes because they be having the same outfits on sometimes, but I'm digressing. But so Marlo was there, and Marlo was sitting next to Tyler Perry over in the corner. So of course, Freddie messy ass taking pictures of everybody, taking pictures of Tyler, taking pictures of Marlo, and one of the pictures of Marlo and Tyler actually end up going viral. Now, instead of like people saying, "Oh, that's a nice picture of Marlo and Tyler," they put it in the Grok. I don't know if y'all know what Grok is, but they put it in Grok and they made it look like they was kissing. Okay, there you go, right there. They made it look like they was kissing. And the original picture is right there on the right. It's just Marlo and Tyler, just looking at each other, and then you put the picture in Grok and said, "Make these people kiss," and it make them kiss, and that's what it did. And so a lot of the blogs, i.e. the Housewives blogs and the blogs on TikTok and everywhere else, started regurgitating the picture of them kissing and saying that they was a couple. Now, it didn't help that there was video. Okay, they go to the actual picture. One of the actual pictures is AI. Now, it is AI. It looks good, but it's AI, and that's the original picture right there. And so there was also video from the brunch, okay? And that's the brunch. And Marlo was sitting there next to Tyler laughing, and she got her arm around him, but who cares? I mean, he came with Jason Lee. Now, I don't know if they go together or not, but they did come together. But shout out to Tyler for coming out the house and going to the gospel brunch, okay? And Tyler was singing with Kirk Franklin and everything. Okay, look, hold on. Did they have some more videos? Ain't no more videos. I was reposting videos on the day of it because I love it when I see a bunch of my friends. Hold on, let me go to my Instagram. Hold on, because y'all know I don't be going down on Sundays, but that's a whole nother story. Where are my reposts? I don't see none. And I can't find it. Let me go to Sea Salt. Like this video, please, and thank you. I'm just gonna show y'all. I'm trying to show y'all some video. Sea Salt, Howard Mill. Okay, here it is right here. So here are a few more videos from the event, honey. And they were singing and dancing and
Take me in your arms and hold me close. Right now, don't let. Right now, don't let. Feel me with your precious, hold me close. Right now.
Alice said he didn't even want to take no pictures, and Freddie was taking these pictures and got everybody caught up. Okay, there is Britt, who is the other owner. Okay, with Kirk Franklin. Okay, there go Miss Lawrence. Okay, there go Kirk Franklin, Miss Lawrence. There go some more people, child. There go everybody. These are the men's right here, honey. There go Dallas Austin, honey. There go some more people. I don't know them. There go some more people. Oh, that's Amistad. Y'all know who that is right there. Digimon Hunsu. Okay, that's him. There go some more people. There go Miss Lawrence and some more people. There go Jason Lee and Digimon Hunsu. Okay. He looking like Ernie and Bert right there. Didn't he need a haircut? He like Ernie and Bert. Okay. There go some more people. Okay, there go CeeLo Green. Okay. There go Dallas Austin and some more people. There go T.I. and Digimon Hunsu. I just like saying that. Who is this right here? There go some more people. There go Marlo and her cousin. Okay. Y'all ain't say they go together. There go Marlo and her cousin. And yeah, so there go all the people. And then Marlo has some pictures on her page too. Let me go to her page. Hold on. So yeah, it was a nice little event. So I'm like, how I get to Marlo and him was kissing and all that. And when I saw it, I'm like, this is some bull crap. But then I couldn't believe that it started making waves, honey. I could not believe that the people kept talking about it. Then it even ended up on Essence magazine. Here go Marlo's pictures of that day right here. Okay, celebrating Catherine, a Sunday gospel brunch. There go the picture that everybody made to a kissing picture. They go Tiny, they go Marlo, they go Catherine Bruton, they go the Jason person, they go everybody, and Digimon Hunsu. Okay. They go Marlo again. He said church unifies a lot of us. Okay. Look, they go Marlo was sitting on his lap. They ain't say if Marlo was dating Tyler Perry, you think she was gonna be sitting on some other man's lap? I don't think so. Okay. They go Marlo and the rest of them again, and Catherine Bruton and some more people. So they go, all the people was there. They go Marlo and her cousin. They go everybody. So it was a beautiful event. Okay. Everybody had on, some of them had on their Sunday best. Some people looked like they was going to the club. They go Juan right there. He had such a nice smile. Hey, Juan, friend. And so, there's that. I didn't believe it for a second. I don't know if y'all believe it. The people still talking about it today. But it is what it is. Hold on, let me show you what Essence had wrote. Let me show you what Essence had wrote. Talk about is Tyler Perry and Marlo Hampton, Tyler Perry. They say rumor debunked. Not rumor debunked. Hold on. Yahoo said rumor debunked. Who debunked the rumor? Because we didn't believe it in the first place. We didn't believe it in the first place. Yahoo said rumor debunked. Tyler Perry and Marlo Hampton are not dating. Duh. Duh. Did y'all believe that Marlo and Tyler Perry were dating? I want to know who debunked it. Hold on. The viral photo had plenty of timelines in the uproar, but after some official sleuthing by the Breakfast Club co-host Lauren LaRosa, the official facts have come to light. Oh, Lauren said it was, child. Even if Lauren had not said it, it wasn't true. Let's hear what Lauren said.
Hey y'all, what's up? It's Lauren LaRosa, and this is the latest with Lauren LaRosa. So listen, there are photos, videos, all of these things circulating right now of Tyler Perry and Marlo Hampton out at brunch last Sunday in Atlanta. Now let's talk a bit about whether they're dating or not, because no, they're not dating. I'm told he's never even met her before this brunch by Jason Lee. So I want to clarify something. First of all, okay, so the brunch that you guys are looking at, this was a brunch for Catherine Bruton, went down in Atlanta. It was a gospel brunch. Kirk Franklin was there. Tyler Perry was in attendance. He was taken to the brunch, invited to the brunch by Jason Lee.
I'm so grateful for Jason, who made a call and got Tyler to come outside. I'm telling you,
Marlo, who is Catherine Bruton's best friend, was also at the brunch, which is how the two ended up in the same place. They met. She's caught in some videos. They're taking some photos together as well, too. But they are not dating. That is not a thing. That is not happening. This was their first meeting from what I'm told. And there are also some photos that are circulating right now. Here are the photos that are circulating, right? Those photos are fake. Those are AI. Now, here are the original photos that were taken. I've spoken to the photographer, Freddie O, who took the original photos. Here are the original photos that were taken. And I want to make it clear, too, I was told by the photographer that Tyler Perry wasn't even, like, trying to do the whole photo thing. He didn't even want this to be about him. He was there to enjoy the brunch with his friend Jason Lee and to support Catherine Bruton. And all of this just, like, took a left turn.
There you have it. Somebody said if the kissing was AI, how does she end up around his waist like a purse? They were just sitting down next to each other enjoying the music. Y'all act like people don't be handsy. People hug each other and greet each other with hugs and stuff all the time. That don't mean they go together. Oh my God. Anyway, moving on. Everybody got a little key off of it. I live for it. It is what it is. Now, let's go ahead and talk about Kandi Burruss. Kandi Burruss, okay? Oh gosh, Kandi and Todd, and I keep telling y'all that this divorce is not over, okay? Just the other day, I told y'all there was an order that said that the two have agreed to a settlement. However, the judge did not have the settlement in his hands. It had not been filed, and neither one of them had signed off on it. So we was waiting. We was like, well, where is that? Where is the settlement at, child? And so apparently in the order it said, hold on, let me pull up the order again. In the order it said it was due by Friday, March 20th. Friday, March 20th at noon. Okay. Hold on. Here it is right here. Like this video, please, and thank you. Like this video, because you know I deal in court documents, okay? And the people kept coming to me talking about, well, where is it? Well, where is it? It ain't in the system yet. We might not see it till Monday. I'm not gonna see it right away, okay? Here is the order, okay? This was the order that everybody was talking about. This was filed on March 11, 2026, okay? The parties were scheduled for the hearing on the 23rd. But on the 11th, they announced that they had reached full and final settlement. Now, as the settlement has been announced, the case remains open because the court hereby orders the parties to submit all fully executed final orders signed by both parties, including without limitation a final judgment, parenting plan, and child support addendum and child support worksheet for the court to consider by March 20th by noon. Or this case shall be dismissed without prejudice. Do y'all see that? If you don't get all of this stuff to me because you've been pushing it. The judge said, I've had enough. Okay, I've had enough. We could have been done. We could have had our hearing. We could have been done all of this. But y'all said y'all want to mediate, and we've been mediated. And now y'all say y'all come to agreement. Then I need a copy of this agreement, or I'm going to dismiss this case. Well, on March 20th at noon, I don't know if they got it or not. Because again, it's not in the court documents. But what I did see in the court documents was an alleged conference that was scheduled on the 17th that was basically saying that somebody, probably Kandi, was trying to file an emergency or was trying to file a confidentiality order, which to me gave that perhaps they want to file this order and get this order signed so that when they issue their settlement, nobody can see what the settlement is. Okay. Now, hold on. Let me pull this up real quick. Like this video, please, and thank you. Like this video. Here it is right here. I had posted it on Discord the other day. Now, I don't know what it means. I don't know if it was canceled or not, but this wasn't in there when I first saw the order. So apparently something happened on the 17th. Something happened on the 17th, okay? And I don't know if it was canceled or what, but it was a 9 a.m. hearing on the 17th. It said pending motion confidentiality. So I don't know if, because their stuff was due on the 20th, if they was going to have this motion on confidentiality and that was going to, stop the people from seeing it or what. But anyway, I will know Monday if the settlement actually is filed. And I say all that to say, like, for the past 2, 3, 4 days, people have been all up under my post tagging me, talking about Kandi settled. She gave Todd $2 million and he got custody of the kids and he got this and he got that. I knew it wasn't true because the order wasn't due into the court until Friday. So all of the stuff that people were saying, the Gary with the T, honey. Hold on, let me go to Gary with the T, chair. Let me go to the Gary with the T. Here's what he said about Kandi and Todd. And people was like, why is he saying that? Gary with the T. Here's what he said. He had said that it was settled. And y'all know it is not settled. It is not over. It is not done. Okay. Because the judge said, I'm waiting for this settlement agreement. And once I get that settlement and once I consider it, then, we'll have what is needed. Hold on. Let me go here. Let me go to here. Why is my dog barking? Like this video, please. And thank you. So here is what he said about the Kandi and Todd situation.
Here's what happened in celebrity news, y'all. Kandi Burruss and Todd Tucker, y'all. Oh my God, we talked about it the other day. at the end of the
And y'all know the drill, copyright disclaimer on section 107. And again, this is what the room, one of the places where the rumor started.
voice now they're saying, y'all, people got the details, y'all, exclusive details of the financial settlement that ended their beautiful, messy.
And it is so crazy that someone would say they got exclusive details and the court don't even have it yet.
Legal battle. Now they're saying, y'all, while many expected a long, ugly fight over money, the final deal, y'all, actually turned out to be surprisingly manageable, y'all, for who? Kandi. Now they're saying that when the split first started brewing, insiders said that Kandi believed that she had everything locked down with a tight prenuptial agreement. Now, according to the
You said they said People Magazine said they had the same thing. I ain't see it on People Magazine, but if they did, they was wrong.
Todd would reportedly walk away with nothing in the event of a divorce, but Todd wasn't going out quietly. He challenged the prenup and argued, y'all, that he had signed it under pressure, claiming that producers from the Real Housewives of Atlanta pushed him into signing it before the wedding. Now, that argument could have turned into a very expensive courtroom fight. Instead, the two sides, y'all, decided to settle, which is good. Now, according to MTO, that both sides, y'all, walked away with something they wanted. First,
you heard him say, according to MTO, he is reading from Media Takeout,
which was one of the biggest assets in the dispute. Todd will reportedly y'all move out of the mansion, out the guest house located on the property, and give up any claims to the home entirely. Then they said, but Todd didn't walk away empty-handed, which is beautiful. Now,
okay, that's what he said. We already know that it's false. And now here's another reason why we know it's false. And, let me give Kandi her credit because, Kandi be telling it all. Child, Kandi then went to her Instagram and her threads and everything. And she said, why is y'all making up all this stuff about my marriage? Why? I don't understand. She went over here on the threads, honey, and Kandi said the stuff people be making up about my divorce settlement is crazy. Please stop. I'm like, who be coming up with this stuff? That's what Kandi said. Who be coming up with this stuff? Okay. So it ain't me. Honey, it ain't me. And Kandi also did an interview with V103 recently where she was trying to say that the people had wanted a confidentiality agreement, the people being her, because she the one who actually filed for a divorce. Y'all remember that? And that Kandi filed up under the aliases K. Lanice Tucker versus T. Jermaine Tucker. Okay. And so apparently Kandi filed that way because she didn't want anybody to find it. But when the people found it and the people started going to court and stuff, it became an issue. And Kandi like, I gotta hurry up and settle this. Hold on. Here's what Kandi said on B103. And y'all know the drill, copyright disclaimer under section 107.
I wanted to seal our divorce, meaning like seal our paperwork so every time something was filed, it wouldn't be public.
Right.
Okay, yeah. They, on the other side, chose not to.
They, being Todd and Randy Kessler, said, keep it open.
So for me, it's like every time something is filed, then the bloggers get it, the people are talking about it, and they're able to, say what they want about create their own story from whatever is filed. You get what I'm saying?
Oh.
So for me, it's like
the bloggers is not me, honey.
Like sometimes, I want to talk about it. I didn't say as much as I really have wanted to say.
Right.
Because overall, it's like, sometimes when some of that stuff is filed and, people are running with it, it's annoying.
Remember I told y'all, I said every time Todd filed something, Kandi was going to file something because Kandi like, it's public. So I'm going to debunk or dispute every single thing he said. So when Todd would file, this is what's going on and I'm daddy daycare, Kandi would file a response and no, he's not daddy daycare. He don't even pay for their uniforms. And so they was going back and forth in the court documents. So it was a little battle. I don't know. They were saying that they were amicable, but it wasn't very amicable in the court documents.
You want to be like, nah, but see, right. Of course, you know what I'm saying? Because it's already public, you know what I mean? But, and then in the very beginning, when I first filed, I thought that, people would say something about it, like the day that it was filed, but I thought it was going to kind of fade.
Go away. Okay.
But then it was like,
oh man,
way bigger than I'm sure either one of us expected it to be. We literally
let's be crystal clear. Kandi was not talking about me on being in court because I was not in her court. Okay. I actually did a video about the blogger that was in court that filed a Rule 22 and ruined it for the rest of the bloggers. Okay. So you can go into my Kandi Burruss playlist and find that video. We will continue.
We have a court session.
Yeah.
And bloggers were logging on and were on our Zoom court.
You got to be kidding me.
I promise you. I
have to be
promise
kidding
you.
me. Okay, so
like,
now
they would file to be pressed in our Zoom court.
But
remember, I'm gonna pull it up for you since y'all don't remember.
So I'm sitting there, and you know how you on Zoom. Zoom is very personal. It's not like you just in the room and people off in the back. Like you're literally in my face.
Right.
I'm looking at you.
Are you serious?
Yes. And so it was, it's hard to, not, sometimes want to speak out. And like I said, people like, oh, she talked about it a lot. Like, honestly, it's so much that I did not say.
Mm-hmm.
Some things, obviously, people are run with because it's in the paperwork.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah,
they talking about it.
Yeah.
Of course we talking about it because it's in the paperwork, but I ain't in your court, in your hearing.
But it's like, now that you explained it, it's like, I want to tell my story before the bloggers tell it, So,
I'm not doing it before. I'm doing it in my own creative way.
Okay.
So
I like it.
basically, I decided to do my own one-woman show.
I like it.
In an intimate setting. It's going to be
So Kandi has her one-woman show where she talking about her divorce. I do, I did, I'm done. Okay, I do, I did, I'm done. And so for those of you who want, look, there you go right there. Kandi and Todd's divorce hits court. Judge refuses to seal case. And there go blogger fail. Y'all see that? Oh, I'm in the way. Hold on, let me move myself. The blogger had failed, honey. I had pulled the legal documents and everything. Let me put myself down here. It's right here. Hold on. Let me see. Like this video, please. There you go right there. Prove it, yada, yada. It doesn't make any sense at this point in time. And the judge pretty much agreed because the blogger was not prepared to fight her case. Now, the crazy thing is, I talk to Dennis Byron all the time. He works with TMZ and a lot of big news media outlets. He's a journalist in real life, all of that. He files these type of forms all the time. Usher he was actually in the Usher divorce case. Dennis was in there filming for TMZ and I was in there with my little notepad. Okay. And my thing is I didn't need a camera because I knew I could get the video from TMZ. Well, I'm gonna work hard. Right. So, you said what I was thinking. Somebody said she gonna mess it up for everybody. Exactly. Because why on earth would you file this for a status conference? Then when you get there and the judge asks you, after Kandi's attorney, objects to it, you have the opportunity to state your case, So I just wanted to show you that it wasn't me. Okay. It wasn't me. Okay. Let's talk about Kandi's one-woman show really quickly. And let's talk about Todd's response to Kandi's one-woman show, which pretty much proves that it ain't over. It ain't over. The divorce is not final. And it is what it is. So Kandi said, she's doing a one-woman show called I Did, I Do, I'm Done. Okay. I did, I do, and I'm done. Where is it? Child, she said it's sold out too. I do, I did, and I'm done. That's what it say on her thing. I do, I did, and I'm done. Okay, y'all done bought out all the tickets. All 50 tickets were sold. Okay, y'all can sit in there and you can watch Kandi sit on stage and talk about and read her divorce documents. I guess I don't know what's gonna happen, but it is what it is. Now, Todd Tucker actually responded. Okay, and I told y'all be like, oh, it's amicable. They like each other. They are co-parenting. Y'all need to read between the lines, honey, because Todd has said. And I'm going to talk about his place in a minute. Todd had said, you ain't done. Todd said, this is where the shade comes in. Todd said, your ass ain't done. LOL. Just kidding. Go support your girl, Kandi. Not your ass ain't done. Remember I told y'all that the documents were due on the 20th. And if the judge didn't receive it by the 20th, the judge said he was going to dismiss the divorce. Okay. And we ain't seen those documents yet. We don't know what's going on. We don't know if they have both agreed yet or not. But there's not a final judgment in there's not a final order of decree in the divorce yet. Okay. And so when there is, of course, I will tell y'all. But as of today, they're still married. Okay. They're still technically married. So that's why Todd was like, your ass ain't done yet. LOL. Now, another thing that I told y'all that I was the first to tell y'all that a lot of things that they were arguing over, like Todd want them damn Hawks tickets, he want that Hawks suites. Okay. Todd also wanted a house. They got rental properties and things, and apparently Kandi agreed to give him a house, one of their properties that they have been renovating. And I told y'all that maybe about a month or so ago that I had heard that. Now it's interesting because on Todd's Instagram page, he's showing off his Jersey condo, but in the caption, he's basically confirming my tea. He says, I'm really happy I decided not to give this spot up. Your boy is mean on the renovations. I think I found another hidden talent. Now, here is the tea. My Atlanta spot is going to be just as nice. If you need my services, contact me at T Tucker Renovations. Just kidding, LOL. Now, I told y'all they got a house that they renovating in Atlanta, and she has, deeded it over to Todd, and that was going to be a part of the divorce settlement. So Todd gave everybody a tour of this house, which looks like an Airbnb because he ain't been staying there.
Where the
But
house?
hold on.
Let me turn the lights off so you can see. That's the view. Come here. This is my bedroom. This is my bathroom. Really quick. Over here is the guest bathroom. Over here is the guest bedroom.
Todd said, I still own $1 million property. See, the TV is on Todd's page. Y'all don't be paying attention. Todd said the divorce ain't final, and Todd had pretty much told y'all he got an Atlanta spot.
Upstairs to the loft.
Yeah, this is the house he renovated in New Jersey. It's in New Jersey.
That's the view.
This the one they had on the show that Kandi wanted him to get rid of, that him and ex had bought together or something. Y'all remember that?
This is where Ace likes to hang out. Okay, good. This is another bathroom. And now I'm gonna take you outside.
I bet it's an Airbnb.
Welcome. All the furniture's down. This is it. It's too much traffic, so I'm gonna hang out and wait. Quick tour of the house.
So there it is, all of that. Okay, again, Todd and Kenny's divorce is not final. They're technically still married right now. Kandi is doing her one-woman divorce show, which is a little bit weird to me, but hey, you Kandi coded clickers, y'all buy the tickets, run it up, okay? Kandi clearly needs the money, because to me, a lot of people are saying, well, why do you think they came to a settlement so quickly? It must be the prenup. I don't think it's the prenup. I feel like Kandi saw the future and see that it's easier to pay him than to pay her attorney and his attorney's fees, because she's the one who filed for divorce. So technically, she's gonna be on the land for his attorney's fees and her attorney fees. Why not just give him whatever he asking for instead of giving the attorneys $1 million? Okay. So we shall see exactly what it is eventually, I guess, if it's not confidential, and we will know when the divorce is final, because I keep my eye on the court documents. Okay. But it's not finalized yet. I have put the link in the chat for anyone who would like to call in. We talked about several topics today. We talked about Nene Leakes and the housewives going to Capitol Hill. Okay. We talked about EJ Johnson and versus the TS Madison. We talked about the Carlos King and his group of people's response to all the negative commentary regarding the EJ Johnson situation. We talked about Marlo and Tyler Perry. We have talked about so many things. And last but not least, we talked about Kandi and Todd's ongoing divorce. Okay. I don't know why y'all keep calling me a hater. I am not a hater. He said Todd seems very comfortable. That's what it's given. It's given. Todd is very well taken care of. Todd is in Jersey, showing y'all his real estate. Todd be driving around, showing y'all his new car. Meanwhile, Kandi trying to come up with her next job. I ain't mad at it, but Kandi got a lot of mouths to feed. Look, Todd was driving around, looked like he was in a new car right here. Look at that. Look like he was in a new car right here. He said, "Who's trying to celebrate life? Every day is my birthday." Okay, Todd said every day is his
Y'all
birthday.
ready?
And all the ladies say,
Hey. Yes. Todd said champagne life, honey. So look. I'm just an observer. Okay. I'm just an observer. And then Kandi denied that, that there was a $2 million settlement and all that. I believe it was much more than that, but who am I to judge? Hold on. We have somebody in the back. Hey, 10. Is it 10 or 10? I always get it wrong.
You always get it right. It's 10.
10. Hey, friend. How you doing?
I'm doing all right. I mean, Michelle, the misogyny is real. Let me just say that. The misogyny is real and it's real. And Carlos King likes to be someone that likes to think that he's provocative and has a lot of people on his show that do. No, that EJ Johnson is delusional. First of all, no one's comparing any man to any woman, first and foremost.
Mm-hmm.
So why is he up there saying that he looks better than a woman? Because he sure.
And why is Carlos like, clock it?
Yeah. I mean, because Carlos saw someone that is in an upper echelon and has a higher net worth than he does. So of course he has to, suck up to him. But no one's looking at EJ Johnson thinking that's beautiful. No one. At all.
I mean, listen, I'm tiptoeing on this because they're gonna drag me or whatever. But at the end of the day, I feel like he has the right to do whatever he want to do. He's you know what I'm saying? Like, if you don't love yourself, who will? So he loves himself. That's great. But I don't feel like it's fair for him to come on a public platform and then compare himself to a whole group of people. That's wrong.
I feel that you can love yourself without hating on anybody else. So if you truly love yourself, you just talk about yourself. You don't talk about anybody else.
Definitely. Why couldn't he have said, "I look damn good in this"? I mean,
yeah, with this
we would have went on about our business. We'd be like, "Yes, EJ, you look good." You know what I'm saying? Like, why he had to go there?
Yeah, with his Shawnee O'Neal wig. It's okay.
Why Shawnee catch a strays?
Anyway, what I will say is that as someone who is of the LGBTQIA plus LMNOP community, we do not think that you're homophobic, transphobic, any kind of phobic. We understand that there's one person that does not live up to their virtue. And even though they call themselves a woman, doesn't act like a woman and doesn't respect other women. So I just want to get up here and say that we understand that. We hear you. And I understand why people still employ that person and they're with their misogyny and their disrespect to women. And that's all I'm going to say. And I'm going to drop down now.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Look, I'm going to get it wrong again. 10.
Yes.
Thank you, friend. I appreciate you. Yes, child, the LGBT community. No, I am not like that. I don't know why they be trying to put that stigma on me. I hate all the trans people. I do not hate all the trans people. I don't like one person who says they're trans, but he's really a drag queen. You said Todd was working when he met Kandi. He had a good job, may not have been rich, but the man was happy. True that. You said, but on another level, I feel like she married Todd because she was on RHOA and needed a husband. Now that she is no longer on RHOA, he is no longer needed. Well, but think about it this way too. Like, everybody kept saying he's past that 10-year threshold. So a lot of stuff in that prenup, he may have gotten, the things that, okay, if we're married for 5 years, you get this. If we're married for 10 years, you get that. It's kind of like the same thing that Portia did to Simon, even though it was a less of a number. You know, Simon had in his prenup, if they were married for 365 days, she got to stay in the house for whatever. And I'm just throwing out numbers, but it was kind of the same thing. And the crazy thing is they had the same attorney. Look, Portia had Randy Kessler, Todd had Randy Kessler. It is what it is. And then on top of that, not only did Todd remain in the marriage for over 10 years, they also had 2 kids, a boy and a girl, that were not mentioned in the prenup. So there's some money changing hands. Do we know how much? Absolutely not. Do we know what had happened? We sure don't. But at the end of the day, facts is facts, honey. You said you don't need no husband to be on RHOA. You sure don't. Not these days. Not these days. You said EJ said that he only dates white straight men. Then that really means that they are gay to you. Well, there you have it. I didn't see the entire interview, whether he dates whites, blacks, Asians, or whatever. Whoever he dates is not straight. Okay. Todd is free and not being controlled by Kandi. Todd is out there, honey. Todd said, it was this for me. I don't care what y'all say. It's low key shady, and I know y'all probably think that is me. But when I saw this, and Todd said, "Oh, your ass ain't done yet. Your ass ain't done." Okay, and Kandi ain't liked it. I said anything yet? Oh, that is shade. That is so much shade right there. Todd is up here throwing it in her face, honey. You ain't done yet. You got to cut this check. You got to cut this check. Okay. He said Kandi couldn't stand a chance against that other woman. Oh, Lord, don't say that. Randy be on court TV. He got multiple jobs. He does. He does. Well, anyway, you guys, I think I have ran amok on these streets. Okay. I don't know what else to talk about. What else we got on here? I talked about everything, didn't I? I talked about Nene. I talked about a little bit about Afroman. I talked about EJ and TS Madison. Who did I forget? I don't think I forgot nobody. I probably forgot about Tasha K. I'll say that for later. I'll say that for the next live. Anyway, I appreciate y'all for tuning in tonight. It has been a wonderful Saturday. I might go on Patreon. Give me about 30, 45 minutes because I'm up. I'm a little hyped. I might go on Patreon and see what y'all doing over there and chit chat for a minute. You said EJ is disgraceful and Carlos is sick for allowing it. Oh no, don't do that. Okay, Carlos just making a bag. That's all he doing. He just want to spark conversations and run amok. Okay. If you are not a member of my Patreon, feel free to join patreon.com. I am ATLien. Okay, I give y'all a little bit of tea on what's been going on with me and why I've been gone for 6 days. Okay. You was down for a good Tasha K dragging. The crazy thing is I'm not gonna even drag her. I'm just gonna look at the house again. I wouldn't go even drag her. I mean, it is what it is. It's nothing to drag. But you know, Tasha K, I did an interview with Tasha K. Y'all need to go watch it. I end with that. I did an interview with Tasha K and she's been dropping a bunch of clips. And I'm like, Lord, not the clips, honey. I thought I was the master of the clips, honey. She been clipping it. We did like a 2-hour long conversation. Oh, and it looked like all I did was talk about people. It looked like all I did was talk about people, okay? And I give y'all Kenya more update too. But look, they're gonna me talk about Claudia. Hold on.
And Claudia was hanging around a bunch of mistresses because remember the mistress that had walked up on Claudia's best friend, secondhand bitch, right-hand bitch, in the Delta Lounge.
Sabrina and Gail Lewis is the wife.
Y'all remember Gail Lewis telling that story about the mistress in the Delta Lounge where apparently the mistress is a good friend of colorist Claudia's.
Yes.
And Sabrina was the mistress.
Exactly. That's Claudia's best friend. So I hit Claudia. I said, hey, you gonna give me bitch number so I can get a statement? Because I'm running a story. Oh, no, let me get back to you. It's really complicated. It's really not.
You see, look, Tasha was spilling tea on this. I ain't had nothing to do with this story.
I like that. They're really not together. And I'm just like, okay, but listen, I need a statement. I'm going for, okay, I'm going to go to the casino. I'm going to call you back. She didn't call me back. Is Claudia the mistress magnet?
She's the handler.
And now you shooting movies with an accused pedophile?
Happily.
Ooh. Oh, bitch. My face. And And I was just like, it's funny. You ain't never got no husband, no man around you, don't no man want to be with you. And then she just did a recent interview talking about
dating over
talking about
40,
you need
but
to
she's
find-
55.
Yeah, talking about you need to find, she 55?
I don't know. I'm just talking.
You need to find a good man that's coming out of a marriage. Well, how you know he's a good man? And why has he got to be coming out
That's
of a
what
marriage?
I said. But she said all the good men are married. I'm like, well, this seems to me that you are signaling to all the married men that they need to spend their money on you because you feel like they're so good. You know what I'm saying?
Her best friend, Sabrina, she was just in Cancun. I was in Cancun at the same time. She didn't even know, and they were posting at the Vedanta, and she was with the same bitch that's with the married dude. I was like, I couldn't believe it.
Yes, you were dealing with Claudia. You were on the wrong.
I was on the wrong team. But that girl,
I don't even remember saying all this.
She's manipulative. She's like a Karen. She's all in everybody's
wear you
DMs.
down on the phone.
Yeah.
Last person that wore me down on the phone like that was Lovely T. Child, that lady used to cry all day, every day.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Bankruptcy is actually
We was talking about everybody, child. Hold on, let me see. We got so many clips. Hold on, what's this clip?
You know why she hates me so much? Is because I'm the one who outed the fact that she was calling black men monkeys in her comedy, skit on stage. She was on the Housewives, of course. That's my thing. I'm in Atlanta. I'm talking about Housewives.
Yeah.
I'm the one that outed the video. I'm the one that outed the video of her saying black on black is dark, it's hard to see. I can only see teeth and eyes. I'm the one that outed that. So after that, she literally can't stand me. She says I'm lying on her. And I'm like, that's why every single time, I have a vendetta. People say I'm lying on them. I try to get them because it's like, okay, I'm lying. Here's the video. I'm lying. Here's the proof. I'm lying. You called Omarosa a house slave, even though.
I'm like that. I'm lying. Here go the court documents. I'm lying. Here go the proof. I'm lying. You can't call me no liar. I'm tell the truth.
People may not like Omarosa, but you, biracial Claudia, calling her a house slave is something wrong with that. You're coming from a place of privilege, and it's wrong to talk about dark-skinned women that way. It don't matter if she's a Republican or a Democrat. Same thing she did with Candace Owens. Talk about she got nappy hair. You, colorist Claudia, coming from a Caucasian woman, cannot sit there and say things like that.
See, I didn't watch all the videos.
Yeah, it's certain things that she does that just irks me. Her using the N-word all of the time. Her pretending to be pro-black all the time. It's like she goes above and beyond to prove herself.
They do that, but as soon as they get in the company of white men like Donald Trump, I said, not you on the internet telling people you could have been Donald Trump's side bitch. Could have been, or you were.
Enough of her. She's
I know.
such a non-factor.
Enough of
bankruptcy is actually.
Enough of her. What else? And then I said some. Oh my God! I was talking too much.
When you talk about colorist Clay, I could keep going. I could talk about how she doesn't like the fact that I'm Nene's friend because she really wanted to be Nene's friend, and she sees me going to lunch and eating and and talking. That hurts her soul. She really wants to be Nene Leakes' friend. She wants her.
She really does. Y'all don't know the behind the scenes stuff. Colorist Claudia really wants to be Nene Leakes' friend.
Her approval, and it's weird. It's almost like an obsession. She followed Nene everywhere during the pandemic, trying to see what she was doing. Remember, Nene was saying that there was racism at Bravo.
Yeah.
Claudia was going saying, Nene's, lying and all of this stuff and trying to discourage people from believing her. And then in doing that, she started watching her and stealing all her shows. She stole Cocktails with Queens because Nene was doing cocktails and conversation.
She sure did. She stuck. Remember, I told y'all that about Flop Soul, how they were stealing all the shows from these black creators and putting them on Fox Soul, which is a organization that was funding Donald Trump. But we ain't gonna even go there. But yes, they were doing all that DEI stuff over there on Fox Soul, on Flop Soul, and Claudia was the one who was wrangling all the blacks over there, being a culture vulture.
She stole Flop Soul because Nene was doing the read session, and Junkie Dineva was a part of it because Junkie went and read Nene for doing the read session. So who better to enlist in your mastermind than the blogger who was doing it? So yeah, I've been following this for a while, and I see things and I speak.
Loved Fox. I was shocked that they even asked me to be on the show. I said, I don't fuck with them, right? I'll do it for you. Like when TS asked me, I said, but you do know that this is their DEI program. Where's Fox on now? They still on?
They still on, but they get like 2 views, child. There don't be nobody over there. I think Claudia's still over there trying to do something. Child. I don't know. Anyway, let me go.
Bankruptcy is actually
I don't remember saying any of this. Hold on. What else? Oh, I'll talk about Jason Lee. Hold on.
Yo, free.
I know I don't never watch my own interview. I did watch it. I had let my mama watch it when I was in Tennessee last week. But yeah, if y'all want to watch the full interview, it's 2 hours of us just talking about everybody over there on TashaKlive.com.
Jason P. Jason, whatever. He even reached out to me later on after he had gotten in good with Mona and was trying to get me on conferences with producers. No, for what?
Well, so he can get on there and disrespect
He hates me
you?
now, but that's good.
So he can get on there and
He's a
disrespect
snake.
you? He is. And now he in government. I said,
that's where he belongs.
I said, he finna get locked up. Like you fucking with the right people that got the right resources, they'll lock you up.
He's one of those people I didn't gatekeep information. He used to beg me, how do you go live? What do you do? Blah, blah, blah.
I did. Jason Lee used to reach out to me all the time asking me for tips on how to go live, honey.
I can show you the text message right now. And, I was kind of confused, like, just press the live button, blah, blah, blah. Like
But then behind my back, he go over there with the junkies and the TS man hands and was trying to drag me. See, that's what I mean about these snakes and the stuff they be doing, smiling in your face and stabbing you in the back.
Literally wanted me to teach him step by step how to go live on his Hollywood Unlocked channel. I'm like, whatever. While you over there dragging me with Junkie and TS Madison and stuff, whatever.
Because didn't he bring them on his show to try to
He did it, I think, on Clubhouse. He was trying to drag me or something.
Yeah, he used to take my stories that I would break and put them on Love and Hip Hop like he did it.
I believe it. He's a snake.
And I was just like, what are you doing with Jason? You didn't do
y'all know the story. I told the story about what Jason did.
We got some information. You didn't get no information.
I got a good story about Jason.
What's up? Please tell me.
Remember when Jason Lee was on Wild 'N Out? There's pictures on my Instagram.
Yeah.
Nene was a guest. I went with Nene and Britt and
you need some
all of them was there.
friends.
So we went to Wild 'N Out. After Wild 'N Out, we all went to this steak restaurant. Me, Nene, Greg, blah, blah, blah. And here I am, I do Instagram every now and then. I go live from where I am. No biggie. I always do it. Later, we left there and went to a strip club, Swinging Riches at the time. He goes and he tells, yeah, it was a gay strip club. It's closed now, but we left and went there. As we were going there, he was going to ride with me. He chose not to. He got in the car with Nene. And I was like, oh, that's strange. Why would you get into the car with, okay, whatever. So later, Nene tells me, and she won't mind me telling this story, it is what it is. She was like, Jason told me that you were recording private moments. And I was like,
of who?
Exactly. Like, cause again, I was on Instagram at the steak restaurant or whatever. With me, I guess everybody at the table was talking, but he acting like I'm recording, being surreptitious and trying to like get some tea or something.
No, that's him.
Yes, that's my point. And she knew it. That's why she told me, because we've been friends for this long. And I don't think he knew our level of friendship. I don't think he knew that it would get back to me like that. And she was just laughing about it, like, I don't know why he would tell me. I was like, I don't know either. That's weird. And so ever since then, I was like, I kind of just had my eye on him, like, that's a snake. Yeah, that's a snake.
He's a snake. When Kanye West said he was stealing from him, I said, how you got hired and fired in the same motherfucking week, nigga. You couldn't wait.
This is a snake.
I believe it.
Bankruptcy is actually
hold on, it's some more. Hold on, let me see some more. What's the other ones about? Oh, that was about Kandi Todd, and Portia and Simon. Hold on, let me see what this one say.
Portia, what is she doing, child? What is going on?
Portia got her girlfriend.
Yes, she does. But why, child? Why? Has she always been gay?
She may have been gay-ish because her and Kandi was tonguing each other down in real life. I don't have a problem with Portia. When Portia got with Simon, I was actually one of the people like, well, hell, everybody's somebody's ex. Her and Fallon weren't really friends for real. You know what I'm saying? She knew Simon before he even married Fallon. So you can kind of say, well, they knew each other before, blah, blah, blah. Him and Fallon had already decided they weren't going to be together anymore because Fallon, had gotten pregnant by the pool boy. And Simon had filed for divorce, blah, blah, blah. So while you pregnant by the pool boy, of course, I think Simon, this is my opinion. I think Simon got with Portia to hurt Fallon originally. Because, Fallon hurt him. Like, he thought Fallon was a great wife. Yeah. Like, to this day, he would say, if I compare the both of them, Fallon was a good wife at the time, except for the fact that she was, cheating
with the pool boy.
Yeah. And so if his feelings was hurt over her sleeping with the pool boy, what better way to get her back than to get with Portia, even though, again, he knew Portia before, blah, 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 blah.
Simon told me straight up, Portia sent them documents to people. Did. She knew about all of this before they got married. And he found out on the plane that she had filed for divorce. He was coming from Costa Rica. I think he had just sold the house.
Yep. Portia was scheming. He even said it 453 days, right? It was something in that prenup that said, okay, after 420 days, she's entitled to this, 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 and this. But you have to be married for, a year and however many months. Okay. Portia stayed married that exact amount of time and then walked out the door and was like, okay, I don't like him. At least I can get a house. At least I can get this car. At least I can get $40,000 a month. She not getting because Simon said he ain't cutting her check.
She got panicked because she got in my opinion, I felt like she called ice on him.
I did too. Either her or her mama or somebody in her camp.
Because he got up out of here real fast. And so it put everything on hold. He wasn't able to legally fight her. And them legal fees are expensive.
What I don't like about that though is they kept Simon in there for months as if he was a criminal when there have been several people who are not allowed back into the United States for whatever reason. They allowed them to leave at the airport. Why did they keep him in immigration for months? And then, he wasn't in there for scamming. He wasn't in there for any type of, illegal things. He was literally in there because they said, whatever was going on with his green card and his name. They could have let him fly right back out. I don't understand that.
Bankruptcy is
So those are a lot of things I was saying. I think it's some more clips. We was talking about Kandi and Todd. Yeah. I don't know if y'all want to hear them because I don't know what I was saying. Hold on. I guess I'll play. Let me see which one. Hold on.
Probably fell for somebody else and used that as an excuse.
Was it a girl or boy?
I mean, they had the one bitch they was on vacation with.
Oh, Fatum.
Yeah. Fatum sitting there with her legs wide open.
Fatum be everywhere.
With them all the time. When I saw,
but Fatum is probably used to it because she was one of Akon's wives. So she used to being a part of that.
And Kandi got up and was like, I don't have a girlfriend or a wife. Yes, you do. You take care of this bitch and her kids. Always on vacation together. Like when I put out those boat photos of them, they saw it as just a regular Kandi video. I said, y'all look.
They all on the boat together.
Look this is an intimate boat. All three of them are. This is for them. And then there were pictures of they're in see-through clear bathing suits in the hot tub and their legs is open like this. And it's only her and Todd and Kandi, but Kandi and Fatum is beside each other with their legs open. Guess who's taking the picture?
Todd. Yeah. To me, he's already set up his plan. Like he was on live, on his Instagram the other day, asking Ace, their son, where you want to move next. So Todd they gonna sell the house, split the profits. He gonna go buy him a house in
Soft Life
in Miami somewhere. Soft
Life. He knew what he was doing, and everybody told her, "Don't marry that nigga."
Bankruptcy is actually a very quick process, especially.
One more. Then I'm about to go. Hold on, was it this one?
It was a scheme set up by Todd. Listen,
it was a scheme set up by Kandi.
Kandi, in my opinion, should have been married to nobody because she's not a monogamous person. If you're not a monogamous person, you shouldn't be in any contractual agreement with anybody.
That's true.
I just feel like if you have everything, I feel like Todd would have stayed anyway.
But think about it. She met Todd on the show. Phaedra introduced them in Africa or whatever. To me, Kandi was single because remember her fiance had got unalived. It felt like to me, Kandi needed Todd. Now I'm a housewife. I got a husband. So you gonna take care of him.
It was a scheme set up by Todd.
It was a scheme set up by Kandi.
Did you start that scheme set up by Todd? Who started that?
Aunt Bertha started that.
You're right.
Yeah,
you're
it was a
right.
scheme set up by Todd to come to you with the bullshit. Yeah.
Bankruptcy is actually a very quick.
Don't give me no drinks. Child. I don't need no more. I don't need no wine, honey. I drank that whole bottle of wine. I don't need nothing. But if you want to watch look, she didn't even cut up the parts about the junkies and the man hands and the Chris Stokes and the this and the that. Child, we talked about it. I talked about everybody. Okay. Yeah. So if y'all gonna want to watch the full interview, go over to TashaKLive.com and watch the full interview. Meanwhile, Tasha K is selling her home in Georgia in Duluth for $875,000. Okay. Somebody said I need to buy it. I got my own $1 million house. That's what I need hers for. what I need hers for. I got my own. Okay. And I stay in the city. I'm not going way out there. I ain't going way out there. You said Kandi only got married for RHOA. Anyway, y'all like this video, please and thank you. Don't forget to subscribe. If you are not subscribed, head on over to Patreon, patreon.com. I am ATLien, and I will see you guys in about 10, 15 minutes or so over on the Patreon. Yes, go to sleep, honey. It is late in Atlanta.
Go to sleep. It's late in Atlanta. Good night.
Good night, squad. I will see you in the next video.